few mycologists who could die happy here. Anything this beautiful is usually poisonous. Let's keep moving.
Magma's getting awfully high. You might want to hurry. We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya. Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed Korba.
Got 'em all.
Voices silenced.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on, dearie.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Yeah.
I would suggest not looking down. Just be quick and careful. We've got to catch up to Kostya. We've got company!
Kostya isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving.
Endless night. When will the sun rise?
Kostya doesn't care who dies. That Korba must be stopped.
We're in a bit of a rush, envoy.
If Kostya knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
I'd come across references to this before, but nothing could have prepared me.
We too.
A spark. Daylight. Essence we have not felt in centuries.
You. I know you. Can speak.
No.
My brother. Soul of my soul. How did you find me here? I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. There was a man called Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name they gave themselves. stolen from the ancient souls whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my brother, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sabadal releases you to the same long peace. Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, brother. And when you see Wodika, tell her I said hello.
Envoy, you alright? We lost you there for a bit, but not like before.
Another day, another chat with Sumatra. Though this one seemed different. So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him?
Kostya's already proven himself an solace. What do you choose to do with him after we stop him this?
Finally! We found the gates! Quick, let's find Kostya.
Lava's rising. We have to stop this now.
Good. You're here. Help me destroy this switch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves. Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material from the living archives. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what revealed the secret. By the way, is that novice still alive? I see. And what of the steel garrote? Should I assume they're all dead as well? Guilty as charged. I was the one guiding Dona. Mihala's sin is that despite her preoccupation with traditions and oaths, she has no curiosity. I had all the time to figure out what books I needed to acquire for the steel garrote. Then I had Dona, our young novice, steal them from the archives for the steel garrote. I assume you didn't let the steel garrote or the Inquisitor survive their search. I could have used them. I could have fixed everything. But you've done me a favor in a way. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here, doomed by an oath to a dead man. Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
He has a point, but it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
You, of all people, are speaking in favor of the suffocating grasp of tradition.
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want, but don't force everyone else to.
Finally! Proof she's got its... Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves? Then my conviction only grows stronger, Envoy. Nandru never... He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
Burn, then grow anew, a flow to
That is all I ask.
You can't be...
You should hurry on with your task. Safe travels to the garden. You'll find... I suspect...
Absoma...
Come.
Help me destroy this winch. We can... Yeah, I have them. And so you brought it back here? It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the tasks until your people are... Oh, perhaps this is right. So long as the keep stands, I will not... Nandru! He was never... He built us a tomb. Do not speak his name to me, as if it could mean anything to you. Ha! Proof... Well...
I'm talking... You...
a life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways.
Stand down, Kostya. This just isn't your day.
Envoy, I understand that Kostya grates on the nerves, but perhaps we should...
So be it. And you... I always knew it would come to this.
Look out!
done. Sunless is safe. Thank the gods.
Did the keep look as confining before?
Never thought I'd be so glad to see those blessed walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Closer. We have waited so long.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few.
Amalia and her people took up arms and turned to banditry, and they still... If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only... You know your own mind.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
Enough talking in circles. I, for one, could use a long
I'm excited too, dearie. But we need our beauties.
After all this time, fine. Finally returning home. How you doing, Marius?
Well, this is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Galawain's tusks. I will say, it's nice to look out and see Solace still standing. Thanks for that. Right. It's better than an Adiran on.
Solace is still standing.
Just so you know, Kai, it's starting to sound like...
If you happen to need a reminder, do let us know. Brooding in silence can...
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and the Steel Garrote probably...
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us. We should be so
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking. I grew up learning I needed...
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the...
We have to remember to love them in spite.
Death is always there. I have a theory about the garden. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal. Set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? Everyone deserves freedom.
I could make an exception for a god with the power to destroy us all in a tantrum.
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's...
Ever wonder why people don't trust nobles? It's that...
Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. Yatsli, if you feel like running back...
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
And you don't have to. We pulled...
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you...
Well, let's go then.
Going this way. Or maybe we are.
Guards, this is the place.
I think we've found Sapadal's home. Here. Oh, why can't you see?
This is it for me. Thanks. Right. How did I know I'd be jumping into a giant pool of water today?
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing. But worse. So much worse. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go? Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing at me. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the...
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not just me, right? The plants are talking.
Oh my gods. They're alive. How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You... heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
No, this can't be. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family.
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapodal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual. Organic, much like the garden itself. Sapodal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. Indulge me a moment. I've been waiting a long time for this. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Well, that was 4 questions, but sure.
We want to apologize on Sapodal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. Was it a mistake? Because no matter where we go, the gods can't stop themselves from hurting us. Our lives are a game to them. Damn it. Sapodal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Chiara. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
Now that you have returned to the garden, we will fade, as all things fade.
Don't be. Nurtured or neglected, we will return to the soil for...
A garden is whatever you plant in it.
Sapodal wishes to be understood, as all mortals do. What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it. May the living lands...
Goodbye.
Right. The farther we get from this place, the better.
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel, we know this voice. Why is she here?
I would strike you down for that. Unfortunately, I can use you.
Out. Out.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Hell? It has forged the iron of its own restraints. Do you think you're special? With your god, do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? when even the collective fury of the real gods could only You suspected.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping. Its madness would consume us all. Work that sullies one hand meets out justice with the next. A pity that it's foul. Of course I do. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. A regrettable consequence of a necessary war.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor... Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy. The answer is obvious to those with the courage to... You are here now. There's still time to face your false god and end. Very well. I cannot force a child, but I will not stand by and watch you undo my... You should have thought more carefully. Let this be a...
I have nothing to say. That was insane.
I never thought I'd learn of the godless's fate from their killer. Actual working magfolk? It isn't looking like it, is it? Well, if you insist.
I sprained my shoulder. What is that? I know that place, right? No. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you. Bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here. Please, Viate. This is where you need to be right now.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
I have as much closure as I'm going to get. I am part of this land's god now. A dream of the land.
Were you always such a blessed day poet? Or is that a death thing?
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live,
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
I feel strongly that there's nothing left to forgive.
Easier said than accepted, Viate. Forgiving myself is the hardest part. We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just...
a fine way to put it. I see it too. You've come a long...
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Kamayu.
Get out of here.
Well, it was... good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend.
Good work! If anything moves, I'm going to jump straight up and start running. Thomas Cairn. What's that doing here?
This room. It looks just like Tama's. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your God's prison, not mine. Before we visited his memorial, yes. But I thought I'd broken free. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing. I'm not sure. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense? That's the problem. I can't picture him anymore. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. He was in pain, but trying to hide it. I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger. Yeah, it is. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that. You're right. I am. It's like you said. For the longest, I was afraid. Now I see I was just... Better than I could have said it. But you made some tough calls, and so whatever comes next. Now let's go find this guy. When we reach them, what do you think we'll... They've certainly suffered it. Let's end this.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Like it's hard?
Earth and rock!
We got them all.
This place would be peaceful if it wasn't so dangerous.
What is happening? As the affliction fester even here? It threatens our heart. We cannot fight this invasion alone. See clearly. all the yesterdays before. The sun rises and sets. Time is mud. When were you born? When were we? We cannot say. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone. Still wings. They took it. A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel. A chill in our spine. How could we name it? First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed. No. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey. A jug to catch water. We overflowed. We persisted. We were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they trap the stars? Then they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. A mouth silenced, a record of time rendered in ruins. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves. There were too many, stinging, buzzing. They swarmed us. They raised machines. We tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing. We floated in a great glass eye. The fog closed in on us. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves. Their cries, swords in our heart, a severed limb. We watched helplessly for aeons, until you. We are the lamp, the bonfire. The wound numbs now. In the silence of how many voices lost, we sink into the endless. Fish swims in circles. We are not sure we understand. We feel the hatchets in our soil stirs. You opened the fight. You listen. You stand at a cliff now. We twine together.
Let's go.
The envoy needs healing.
That it?
Yeah.
That's all of them.
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside. This is the library from my dreams. It's real? I wonder who she was. She looks sad and familiar. Garlowane's gonads. Envoy? I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life. This is a godless library. An actual, real-life godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. You do know what it means to lose all your teeth in your dreams, right? Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it's balls. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
It's like looking into a blood-stained mirror.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Can we get out of here? One Yatsley is more than enough.
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attacks started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us. They did in the end. But they didn't get exactly what they wished for. I made sure of that. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, so I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine. You're not helping, Envoy. Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history, but you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita, and there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Oh, think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy? Oh, you're no help at all. Please, I ask for your opinion. I'm already intrigued. You don't need to lay on the guilt, Envoy. I'm so glad that one of Sapadal's chosen stands with you, Yatsli. Our time is at an end, Yatsli. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage rights. Oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time... You. So this is goodbye. She's... Forgive me, Envoy, but I... This must be the Akita building the library. How brave of them to keep the knowledge safe. I'll never understand the Akedan love for death traps. This place seems less like a death trap. Maybe we could stop, catch our breath.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Oh, you don't have to worry. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Now that we're here, I can't say that I
had a feeling you might ask. I'm not sure I've really worked. I feel like
I think so. Truthful. So am I.
Well, I won't lie to you. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope. Never literally talked to myself before either. But here we are. I just need a moment to think. And
You've listened to all of us. You've had, and yet you've kept yourself and...
I'll take...
How?
Oh, but then...
You say...
You?
Quite a lot, is it?
Not to raise it. If we can't take a moment to...
Get some sleep. There'll be plenty of time for sentiment and hugging later.
invitation. You are close, yet distant still. The moon has many things. We know we won. Dear leaps. An equal trade, we accept. The sky is green. No, we must recall. We would run, roll, whisper in the fields, lift the hill, disturb the dirt, but spare the bloom. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We spoke of flowers. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps. Wake now.
Marius, dear. How are you feeling?
I'm alright. Good to see an old friend, you know? Is this where your god friend sleeps? I assume we'll have to break this barrier somehow.
Safe to assume that the large glowing door is part of Sapadal's prison? Now, we'll just have to get past it.
They come.
Earth and rock!
Take a moment, people.
Folk arms work like... It seems like we've drawn a crowd. Looks like the gate's open. Well, what are we waiting for?
come at last, after so long. You are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. The rot, we feel it festering and spreading. What is it but an extension of our pain? Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. Blood on the tile. The people's cries ring. She pierces us now. Now! A spark. Wait. The essence. You can reach her. Will but... Breathe. We were everything. We could run, leap in... We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you taught us mercy. Always mercy. We saw. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? The beautiful thing you killed. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. More than anything, treat us as you would the bear. Clean our wounds, heal us. Grant the time, end our pain, give us peace. Center. Clear the fog. We were so blind. We feel we.
Sandra's depths. Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far. What happened to the living lands started
Are you seeing this?
Looks like the war already started.
Marius, vines don't...
Based on their growth and size,
For once, I wish I... Who knows?
It's like how...
Look at this place. Feels... Those are more your people's ships in the harbor. And steel garrote banners
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps...
I think I see Elia as well.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
If he didn't start this himself.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without.
Before we go, what happened?
I'm not sure.
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a time.
After all this time...
We've cured the land and...
Then we had better...
We march on still. We run, but we're...
We should take a look. See if...
People seem to be gathering west of here.
Hey, Mother. Sansa. Envoy, what does the Garrote think they're doing? What's the point of exploring if you just want to... They broke some glass. They didn't think...
Right now?
If you're looking for survivors, a few of us fled to the Ballarok.
How many?
I'm not sure. You?
We should move.
Envoy! I took some supplies when I ran. I'll even...
Why is there snow here? A familiar face.
That's gotta be Reingrim's work. I heard.
We meet again, Envoy. And you, Yardsley. You're always a prodigious and welcome sight.
Oh, yes. Always a pleasure to see you, too.
Paradise burns. Thanks to Ludwine and the Steel Garrote laying siege to it. But the Dream Scourge is gone.
She must have come back to life. Again. I suppose we couldn't be lucky enough for her to stay dead.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Perhaps. A new god being set loose on the world is certain to have consequences. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice. Ah, that mortal zeal. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire. Unfortunately, you'll likely be dead the next... Goodbye. And Yardsley, I do look forward to...
Oh,
I need to get my affairs in order.
What happens in Dawnshore shall ripple across the living lands.
Giata, where are
Oh, Envoy, how good to see you here as we stand together at the brink of this historic event. I don't know if thank you is precisely what I want to say, but I am grateful. Paradise burns from the torches of the Steel Garrote. The people... Yes. What happens in Paradise now will decide the fate of the Parkrunen after all.
What's the plan if Paradise falls?
We will find a way to persevere. We Parkrunen have a gift. Whatever the outcome of the upcoming battle, do not forget. If Edir and the Steel Garrote have their way, they'll strip the history books of any mention of our culture and our ways. Future generations will only ever know us as an appendage of the Empire. I hope it doesn't come to that. It is all. That's as much as I'll say. Do the right thing, Envoy.
Envoy, I knew you'd show up eventually.
How is Emerald Stair? More importantly, how are you?
Thriving on both counts. My revenants were just getting comfortable in third. When I heard tensions were brewing, I thought to myself, this is a job for the undead. So I gathered the flock. Likewise, I'll keep them on a tight leash, just in case the Steel Garrote breach our defenses. Better to have them and not need them. Oh, and I've been meaning to thank you. Whatever you did in the garden seems to have worked. Emerald Stair is healing, believe it or not. Once this is over, our crops will flourish like never before. Indeed, the metaphysical currents of the living lands are beginning to settle. Before I let you go, one small reminder. Should you fall in battle, I'm ready to claim what's rightfully mine. That's the spirit. Once you join the flock, you won't feel a thing. But that won't be for a while.
Apologies, but I intend to keep my friend alive for as long as possible.
Just don't try too hard. I can't wait forever, you know.
Gods, I forgot about that. Should we make sure the envoy gets his haircut before he dies?
Best of luck out there. And don't worry about a thing.
Thank you, Elia. My compliments.
Once the battle is over, I call dibs on the corpses.
We know you. Did you help?
Do you think she...
We see clearly now. The clouds part and the sun shines. It's about time.
The Stilgarot would see...
Gods, that's a lot of bodies.
Do not allow your difference. Trust your comrades, and you will lead each other to victory.
The envoy. Is that you? Envoy.
Things moved fast while we were in the garden.
Envoy? Is it really you? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nokuterek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened? Finally, a ray of sun.
I will not grovel at the envoy's feet for solving a plague I am not convinced was real.
If you wardens ever bothered to pull your heads out of your asses, you wouldn't take such pride in your ignorance.
You know nothing of me or my people, you fucking pirate!
Warden Commander, look around you. Is this really the time?
We believe the Dream Scourge was a malady of the soul. How did you put an end to it, Envoy?
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them?
Ludwig had intimated that this land grew a new god. But how can that be?
Giada and I have some theories about the nature of the Adra in the living lands.
I'd say we're past the point of theorizing.
If the Adra here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our souls, then a gradual accumulation of essence could coalesce into a being in the beyond.
Much like the formation of gemstones.
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Nakutedek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakukubel. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
Let's hope they don't decide to further amend themselves by...
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadal was a sacred task Nandru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now.
But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she...
Ludwig's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes.
Regrettably, she's not in the business of making except so long as her passion for Wodak...
Then we destroy her faith? And I have a...
Oh, good.
It is not, Well, you might not believe me. It was
I didn't hear an ad.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege... Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her... What will his representatives find when... Before... But whatever you decide... Oh, Envoy, no. Think of the Emperor, ones which this conclave could not survive. Not unless you came together, and it would be difficult. Think of your people, all of...
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies.
We were fine before Adir came.
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you. So long...
It's a nice idea, but But
with the envoy's support, we'd have it go. When...
Of course. Well, oh, gods have mercy.
Soulless and her...
by grit and steel.
Fjord and her...
We deserve this opportunity.
Fighting a battle to...
God.
On your... That leaves the matter of Ludwig and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her.
The Living Lands...
The Paradise Militia will be at your...
We've got company! Get me out!
For our freedom!
Send him to the wheel.
I'm with you! You're too late! We got them all.
Foolishness.
about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back.
Did you see me, Marius?
What was that?
Right there.
Let's go.
Get them. Someone's eager to meet us. The envoy needs healing. It's easy when you do it. I've fallen. Right this way.
Come and get me.
Another one.
Envoy. Welcome to the right side of on the right
We've taken the main plaza. I'll stay behind. Don't do anything.
That'll teach you.
Rache demands your submission. Stand against her and fall!
Let's pay Ludwig one. Final visit, shall we?
This is it, Envoy. The only part that matters.
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? You'll get your chance. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed.
Her order wields sharp steel.
Don't insult my intelligence. Treaties can be burned. The hands which shook over...
Right. If she starts lopping off hands,
As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means I don't know how deeply you've been compromised up. Do not patronize me. I have every right to put down a threat to the Empire. Steel yourself, Envoy. Make this a fight to remember.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
You really believe you can kill me? Do it, then. Kill me as no one ever has.
famous.
You won't.
Once your god of flame!
We are every soil. We will always grow.
Take her down! Again!
Come on! Let's kill her already! Last time!
Rock! Earth and rock!
Whoa! Lead along, please! Send your aid!
For the big help from God!
Woe to what was done with you, Ludwig!
Earth and rock!
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm, Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradise return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Research yields new developments in the struggle against nature. Technology is shared among the united settlements. The Empire cannot get in the way of progress. You know that one day your body will join the revenants at Elia's corpse farm. The very idea fills you with mixed emotions and dark thoughts. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the Living Lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradise and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada learned much in your time together. How to stand up to authority, how to face the unknown, and how to move on from the past. But her family's unfinished work weighs heavily on her soul. Her inheritance is the burden of achieving the impossible. Such is the life of an animancer. At least now she has the right tools for the job, and new friends to help her through hard times. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yardsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Messiverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yardsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sapadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts, and on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.